Hello there, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, amazing one, phenomenal leader, joining me from across the globe. How are you doing today? I want to believe you're doing amazing. I want to believe you're having a wonderful and a glorious day. And it's a true privilege and honor to spend this wonderful, precious, and sacred moment with you, especially to my wonderful women out there. Here is your wonderful friend, Empowerment and Transformation Authority, Leading Empowerment and Transformation Authority, also known as the Transformation Doc, the one and only Dr. Sylvia for Likambi. Highly gifted in many areas. I lead by example. I don't teach what I don't practice. So if anything, if I'm teaching anything, then I definitely practice. I live that in my life. I am always open to learn. I'm always open to get more knowledge because in that way, I keep growing and becoming the best version of myself. And I hope it's the same for you. I want to share something on a topic that's been in my heart. I work with a lot of incredible women. And of course, a lot of them have been asking me these questions. Just give me 1 minute. Let me share this with some incredible leaders. There's something on it. Perfect, right here. Let me share. Thank you all for joining me. I'll give some time. Share the video and invite your friends, your girlfriends, your female friends, your partners. Let's actually explore this topic. I want to hear from you as well. No one has monopoly of knowledge, okay? I'm here to share knowledge with you above all practical living experience. Let me share this. Super. I want you to get into the conversation. I'll give some time. As always, I didn't announce I was coming live. Let me say this. Super. Join me, share the video with your loved one to join the conversation. Yeah, my question for you. If you've got an answer, you've got a response there. Like I said, no one has monopoly of knowledge. I want to hear from you. I want to get, your input so that others may benefit, maybe from your own point of view, your own experience, which is valid. However, I just want to make something very, very clear here. Success is governed by principle. Okay, I can't come and say I've developed a secret, that's Sylvia's secret. No. Take 50,000 successful people. If we define what that success means, who are successful, they've applied certain principles. All right? Life is not chaotic. Life is governed by principles, so it becomes so easy. We are meant to thrive in life. We are built to succeed. We are designed to thrive and succeed. It's not like we're born to struggle and fail in life. No, success is our birthright. The reason we're born and placed on this earth is that we become successful. We fulfill a definite purpose. And when we fulfill that purpose, we are successful. Success is simply becoming all that we were created to become, living that life wholly, fully, unapologetically, and authentically. So that's what success is all about. It's not a secret. It's not my thoughts. It's not my opinion. Absolutely. Anything that's not governed by principles or that's not linked to a principle that governs a certain law, unfortunately, they are opinions, and opinions are subjective. They are not objective. Opinions they are cheap, okay? Someone who did not create something cannot literally tell me the truth about that if they've not read from the creator of that object, of that thing. Any other thing they give, any idea they give are mere opinions. So I'm not here to share opinions with you, okay? I'm super grounded in my speaking, in my teaching, because I share from truth. I don't share my opinions, okay, if there are times when I think so, but I do a lot of research, I do a lot of reading to ensure that whatever I share is based on truth, it's based on principle, and not my opinion. Perfect. So my question to all you wonderful leaders out there, and most especially to my amazing women, mothers, wives, friends, leaders in careers who are struggling to hold a relationship, who are moving from one relationship to the other, blaming XYZ. I'm going to be honest, okay? I'm not going to sugarcoat anything in this talk, because I will be doing a disservice to those who really need to hear this and work on themselves. My question to all of you out there listening, to the men, to the women, why do some women, a lot of women, tend to succeed in their careers or in their businesses and yet fail in their relationships? It could be relationships with friends, relationship with family members, relationship with their children, and of course, romantic relationships. Some of them get married 6, 7 times. Some of them don't even get into marriage because every single relationship fails before it gets to the point of marriage. This is not to criticize anyone. I never teach to criticize. I never teach to blame. I teach to bring awareness. I teach to share knowledge. I teach for you to reflect on your own life, on what you are doing, so that you can then work, hi my sweetie pie, and improve your life in every aspect, every area of your life. So if you want to take this as some sort of blaming you, absolutely, that's up to you. It's your opinion, it's your perception. You've got to change your perception. I come with one motive and one motive only: to serve, to empower you, to give you the tools, strategies, and resources that you need to be able to thrive, not only in your career, not only in your business, if you're a businesswoman or you are actually an entrepreneur, but also in your relationships, relationship with yourself, relationship with your family. If you've got family, I mean, we all have family, your children, and above all, your romantic relationship, your relationship with your partner. Above all, I want to talk of marriage, okay? Because I am someone, I deal with, like I said, I share principles here. If we are not married, there is no commitment. If you are not hungry for success, there is no commitment. If you are not driven, that is success or nothing else. In fact, like I said, the only purpose we're placed on this earth, the only reason is to fulfill purpose. And that means we must be successful at everything we do, at fulfilling our purpose. If we are living in accordance with our life purpose, we must be successful, because that's what we're placed on this earth to fulfill. And when we fulfill it, we have been successful. So I'm not going to talk about any relationship that's not marriage, okay? Let me just end there. But of course, let's say it before it leads to marriage, if you want me. But I want to place a lot of emphasis on marriage, okay? Because that's a commitment. That's something that I'm like, okay, when people get married, we take a code, was it an oath, till death do us part. How many of us are living? We've taken that oath 50 different times. Women, 6 different times. I know that's an exaggeration, but I'm not saying it literally, okay? It's just to paint the image in your mind. How many of us have done that over and over again? Or we get into a relationship, we are looking like, oh, this is the ideal. This is my heartbeat. This is my one and only. And before we know it, it's broken. I see a lot of women, it brings me, I'm so compassionate, I'm so loving, and that's why I'm called to do the work I do. I show a lot of love. Women's pain really touch me deeply on a personal level, and that's why I want to do everything, because I feel your pain, I experience your pain. Experience to an extent, okay? Feeling, yes, because it's temporal. I can't take your pain all through my life, okay? In that moment, so I may take actions and do something. So I think I want to say feel, intentional. I'm very deliberate when I use words, because I don't carry it everywhere and every moment of my life with me. I feel it at that moment, I experience it, I'm compassionate, I'm loving. I want to do something to improve your life, to make you better, to make you feel less pain. I want to share that pain with you, and I'm going to be solution focused. So in that case, if you are actually thriving, you are doing well, maybe all of us, people will think, oh, the person is successful. Honestly, I'm not yet. I'm 1 million away. 1 million, was it? I'm still far away from all that I'm supposed to accomplish on planet Earth. There are still some incredible books lying out there that have to be published. Some have been completed. I need to do the final editing and send it out there. There are so many things. My children's books that I have to support them, publish through a publishing company. Of course, mom has to read and give the final statement. I still have to work on that. There are several things. There are still lives I need to touch and impact that I've not yet done. So I still have a long way to go if you're thinking, oh, she's successful. So let's say if we are on that path, we are succeeding, we are living the life we're born to live, personally, at a personal level, professional level, and maybe career-wise, which is professional as well. For some of you, maybe still studying, so it's still a path that will lead to your career or your profession in the future. But you are still a student, you are still working that journey in life to becoming successful. What happens along the way? Let me give a typical example and picture. I am hardworking, I'm super gifted, I am intelligent. I devote my all when I want to achieve and accomplish anything in life. Anything I set my mind to do, I do it to my fullest. I give my all. So I'm either a go-to or a no-go. I'm either saying yes or I'm saying no. There's no halfway of me. I'm not giving in halfway, committed halfway, no. And when I say no, I'll say it and smile and even hug you, because I know it doesn't align with my purpose. And I have chosen not to do this at this point in time. I may come back and do it another time. I don't have any regrets. So when I do that fully, it means there's no turning back. It means, Sylvia, you're going to do everything and anything to achieve that goal that you set out to achieve. If you say you're going to publish maybe a book on relationship, you give yourself a deadline. You need to have time frame, because it gives us direction, clarity, and discipline. You know, it's not going to happen. It's not going to stay there forever, for life. Imagine you're supposed to go to a shop. You're just lying. You don't feel well. You're having, in quote, a lazy day, as some people say. You know, I would say I'm resting. I'm taking a break. I wouldn't say I'm having a lazy day. I'm not lazy. So maybe we should stop saying things like that to ourselves. But if you knew that you have to go to that shop, it's so important, and that shop was going to close at maybe 6 p.m. You wake up. It's got nothing to do with how you feel. It's got to do with the purpose that you're going to do at that shop or fulfill in that shop. You will get up and go and achieve that purpose before the shop is closed. You've got to set deadlines. You've got to have clear limits when you're going to do things in your life. So when we set that, most women, I work with a lot of career women, I work with a lot of business women, they have clear goals. They are amazing at setting their professional goals. I will achieve this. This is our target. We need to meet the key, points and everything. I mean, all of that, key performance indicators, we need to achieve this by then. They are excellent. And they are just driven. They are working actually on autopilot, because they've trained themselves so well. And that's how success becomes. It becomes so easy. When we practice and practice and practice, we are now working on autopilot. Our mind is so powerful. It's steering and guiding us, and it becomes effortless. So when we learn to apply those same principles in every single area in our life, we thrive effortlessly. Why don't we apply the same in our relationships? I know some women will argue. The one common thing that most incredible women will say, oh, it's not all about me. The man is a this. Let me just tell you something, okay? Woman, if you're listening to me, you're struggling, you're having an incredible career, you're having an incredible business, you're struggling when it comes to your relationship. And believe me, most of these women will have some issues, I didn't say all, with relationships with themselves. They will lack that deep inner confidence, that powerful trust in their own self. They may show out, just that facade of I'm confident, I have it all figured out. They might not even want to ask for help. If you're honest with yourself and confident, it doesn't mean you don't recognize that you have weaknesses. Confidence simply means trust. Self-confidence is trust in the self. I trust myself because I know myself so well. Knowing myself so well means I know my weaknesses, I know my strengths. And my strengths are the areas where I can definitely trust myself. My weaknesses are the areas where I can definitely not trust myself. I need to look for another person to trust. So I am confident when I make judgment. I can rely on my judgment. I don't need some second opinion. I don't need someone to approve me, because I know myself so well. I know that I can trust myself. I will not fail myself. I know that even if I fail this time, I know who I am. I've got the skills, tools, resources to rise up again, learn from that mistakes and make it right. So I will trust myself no matter what. And above all, I know that I'm created by a magnificent God whose purpose and plans for me are plans of good, plans for a future full of hope and prosperity. He plans to prosper me. He wants me to succeed. Success is my birthright. When I succeed, he takes the glory. He is proud because I am a product. I am a creation of his. And I understand that I am not the maker of myself. I understand that it's not really about me. I'm not limited yet. So I know that there's a mastermind behind my creation that has designed me with everything I need to succeed in life. And all I need to do is do my part. Like an orange seed is designed and equipped with everything it needs to become oranges. Whether it's in Asia, it's in America, it's in Europe, it's in Africa, it's irrelevant. They are principles that govern the success, their transformation from an orange seed to an orange fruit. When you apply those principles wherever you are in the world, it doesn't matter. Sowing in a fertile ground, nurturing, watering, and all of that, then nature will take its natural place and start nourishing it from the depth of the soil. And eventually, there is a season. It won't happen overnight. There's a season for sowing, there's a season for growth, maturation, and there is a season for harvest when everything is done. It will not change. It will not change overnight because it's you. It will not change overnight, no matter how hardworking you are, no matter how much you work without sleeping. If you choose not to sleep every night because you've sown an orange seed, you want to check and ensure it is protected, it is well, that's up to you. You're stressing yourself for no reason because nature will take its natural course and that orange seed will become an orange tree and an orange fruit at its appointed season and time. So, life is governed by principles. When you understand these principles, including our relationships, and like I said, it starts with you. I was talking earlier today on relationships with ourselves, building thriving relationships with ourselves and with others. And I want to follow on this. Let me just take this to be the transformation podcast, okay? I didn't plan to do that, but you know what? I might as well say this is a transformation podcast. It's actually hosted by my wonderful, incredible self, a leading empowerment and transformation authority, Dr. Sylvia Likambi. And the transformation podcast brings you life-changing, transformational content on personal development, health and well-being, relationships, which I'm looking at today, career, business, if you're a business person, entrepreneurship, and leadership, equipping you with the tools, resources, and blueprints that you need to live a fulfilling, successful, and thriving life in all areas. I'm talking of in all areas of life, in your personal life, in your career, in your business, and with others. That's what the Transformation Podcast is all about. And I am your host, the Transformation Doc, Dr. Sylvia Likambi. Bear with me, so I transform this into the Transformation Podcast. So I just want this to at least have that relevance and impact in your life because it's so important. So, as I was saying, life is governed by principles. Health relationships are governed by principles. I see a lot of women, they thrive in their businesses, they thrive in their career. Do you know why? They give their all. They've made up their mind. They have clear written goals when it comes to their work, to their businesses, what they have to achieve, what they have to do. They keep going on. They have rejection. They do not quit. They do not give up. They keep pressing on. They rise again. They go look. They go ask. They go seek. When they ask and they receive no, they go and seek for those who can say yes to them. When they seek, they go and find. They go and knock at doors, closed doors. They go to rooms where they've not been to and knock so the room shall be open and they can see someone that will enable them to achieve their desired heart goals and ambitions. That's what they do. And when you are consistent, you do it again and again and again. Yes, sometimes you will fail, sometimes it will go wrong. Like Thomas Edison, when he discovered the light bulb 2,000 plus times, he kept going because he knew exactly what he wanted. He was never going to quit. I say we only truly fail in life when we quit, give up, accept defeat, and then we take off. That's when we've been failures because we've refused to live the life we're born to live. We've refused to be successful in becoming all that we were created to become, which is all about success. So I want to ask you, my wonderful sister, my wonderful friend, my wonderful, amazing leader, who is a woman. Are you experiencing success in your career, in your business, but you're struggling in your relationships? Maybe even with your friends, you can't keep one humble friend. You have all sorts of friends, but you can truly not rely on any one of them. Or you need to consistently be in the midst of people, have friends because you need that sense of validation, that you belong in a community, or you want that sense of belonging, that you belong somewhere. You have to be accepted somewhere to feel good enough about yourself, to feel, I'm using feeling intentionally, because it is temporary, it's not truth, and it's subjective. Are you that kind of a person that you're constantly looking for someone? You can't be alone because you think and you believe, you have this self-limiting belief that says, alone is not good enough. If I'm only with myself, it means I'm not worthy enough. Nobody values me. It means nobody wants to spend time with me. It means I'm not, loving enough, I'm not kind enough, I'm not valuable enough, I don't have anything to give to others and to the world, which is why they don't want to spend time with me. Are you that kind of a person? If you're the kind of a person, I invite you, you need to change your mindset. You need to change your perception about what a healthy, thriving, and successful relationship with yourself is all about. What it truly is, not what you think it is. Because there's truth. Thriving, optimal relationship with yourself means you're the love of your life. You love yourself just as you are, while you work every single day to become the best version of yourself. You don't settle for mediocrity because you know exactly who you are. You know yourself so well. You know what you are called and placed on this earth to do. You know your greatest gifts and strengths, and you know they have to be harnessed to fulfill your divine calling and purpose, and you're not settling for less. You know yourself so well that you take pride in you living the life, the only life you are born to live. Even if it means no one cheers you, but you know that at the end of the day, once you've lived that life, your creator will be so happy with you, will be fulfilled with you, and will be embracing you and celebrating you, saying, well done, good and faithful servant of mine. You were faithful in living this life that I entrusted in your hands. Come and I'll give you more. Come and rejoice with me. Come and have your, victory, your crown, your award of eternal life, because you're so wonderful. You live this limited life so well that I want to celebrate you. I want to give you more because you're trustworthy. I want to entrust more in your hands. That's what should be your ultimate goal about your creator. Being happy, fulfilled, smiling that you did exactly what he created you to do. Not trying to please people. Not trying to belong in a circle, in a tribe. Not trying to, get people to approve of you and your word before you feel, in quote, accomplished. So if you are one of those, I'm calling you back to review, to pause and reflect. Where did you get this perception about yourself from? Where did this start? What made you to start thinking you needed others to be validated? You needed a girlfriend. I'm my best friend. I've got incredible friends, very few friends, but they're powerful. And honestly, I know I might not talk to them often, but they are my friends. They are wonderful. I cherish, I value them. I see their value and worth, and they cherish and value me too, and they see my value and worth. I don't have to please any of them. I don't have to do much to belong. No. They know me for who I am. My weakness is my strength, and they've got to accept me that way. If you're not accepting me that way, then no big deal. I'm not worthy to be your friend. Or you are not worthy to be my friend, because I'm always worthy. Yeah, honestly, those who reject you in life, it's not your problem. You are always worthy. Your worth never changes. Once you know who you are and you know your worth is determined by your creator. It never changes. If people think you are not worthy, that's the perception about you. And perception, remember again, is not truth. Anybody's perception about you is their opinion. Opinion is not truth. You cannot buy into that opinion. You need to say they are losing a great friend because you know the value you bring in every relationship you step into. But how many of us are confident enough when someone walks out of our lives to say, hey, they lost an incredible friend. I'm going to miss them, of course, because I'm human. I love that moment I used to spend with them. And of course, I will become aware that those moments are no longer present because they are gone. But hey, guess what? I'm going to adapt immediately. I will be saying, I'm sorry for them. They lost me. I know I'm worthy. I know so many people cherish my presence, my love, my value that I bring, and will want me. So I'll move on. I will be grateful for the moments they spend in my life, the value they brought, and I will be grateful for the value I added in their lives as well. Most probably, our relationship has come to an end because they are relationships that are purposeful. Once the purpose is fulfilled, that relationship has fulfilled its purpose. It doesn't have to go longer. Beyond that, some are seasonal for certain seasons in life. Once that season is over, they don't need you in their life anymore, and you don't need them, and that's all right. It's like I'm supporting someone to overcome depression. We have a relationship, maybe a coach or mentee or counselor, whatever it is. Once they've overcome that, hey, they can no longer have me in that capacity as their coach or mentee. They have grown and they have become better. They know themselves. They can navigate the way by themselves now without my help and assistance, and that's fine. I have to let them go. And that's success to me as well, seeing them succeed and thriving without me. So you've got to understand and know who you are. You've got to stop blaming others. You've got to stop labeling people. When I see a lot of women label men, narcissists, this, that you have problems. Yeah, I'm so honest. You have problems. Sweetheart, please. You have issues to be labeling others. Who are you to label another person? You're not their creator who gives you the authority. You have absolutely no authority or power to label anyone else. So let me just tell you that. It's your opinion, and just keep your opinion to yourself, because it's your opinion, it's not truth. They might be the worst person today, but change is possible. Change is the only thing that happens in life. They are capable of changing. Have you looked at your own self? Have you truly reflected on who you are? Because the truth is, sometimes what we talk about others, what we show about others, what comes to light about others to us, is a reflection of who we are. We dislike to see that in others because maybe we want to always be in control. We want to always be right. So when we see other people, we feel threatened by that competition. It's not my duty to go about leveling people. Everybody is at a certain journey in their life, at a certain stage of their journey. It's like a newborn baby. We acknowledge they're a newborn baby. You don't expect them to have all the knowledge to start working. You can't start saying they cannot walk. They are not meant to walk at that stage. Some people, yes, they are immature. If you knew yourself well enough, if you understood who you were, your journey well enough, you would not get involved with an immature person, because you would have known that at the very beginning. So you were ignorant as well to step into that relationship. Accept your ignorance. And if I am ignorant, I cannot teach myself or teach any other person. I need to go learn from those who are knowledgeable, those who have thrived in those areas that I'm seeking to thrive in, and who can share those experience and strategies and principles with me. Blaming others will never bring solution. It's so easy. We live in a world where it's easy to put labels. So we say, oh, I can't deal with this because they are narcissists. They are this. They are depressed. They are psychopaths. So I'm gone. I'm not a doctor. I can't deal with that. No, deal with your own self, okay? Because you are the one constant in every relationship. In those 10 relationships that failed, you are the one constant in all of them. What patterns do you keep repeating and showing up in all of those relationships? You must be honest. You must spend time. What do you reveal? 10 different people? Is it by chance that 10 different people will think exactly the same way? No, you should be looking at yourself, my wonderful friend and sister. You should reflect. I am the only constant in all of these 10 relationships that have failed. What is it in me? I can't keep blaming X, Y, Z. Number 1 was like this. Number 2 was like that. How could you not realize that? Like I said again, if you step into a relationship, it's okay. You want to give them labels. It's like you can't go into a relationship with a baby. You are dating a baby. You knew it was a baby. So you want to be their mother. If you're getting into a relationship with a baby, don't expect them to be responsible. Expect them to throw tantrums and be responsible enough as a mother to care for them, to wipe off their mess and nurture them until they grow. So if you were aware, if you were knowledgeable, you would have understood they were immature enough and don't deserve a relationship with you. If they deserve a type of relationship with you, maybe it's for you to become their mentor or their coach or their mother. Are you ready to step into a relationship to become a mother to them? Mothers have to take a lot. I've got children, a lot of sacrifices, and that's a different type of relationship. I don't expect exactly the same when I'm dealing with my spouse, when I'm dealing with my friends, when I'm dealing with my employees, my team, my staff. Absolutely no. There are different relationships. So I want you to pause and think about yourself. What makes all of your relationships that have failed fail? Don't blame other people. If you are blaming someone, do you know what you are saying without even paying attention? Because the truth is, you've not been paying attention. You're not even aware of the constant of what keeps repeating. That's why it keeps showing up again, because if not, you will learn. Someone said this, I'm not sure how to say this quote. I think once a fool or mistake is like, okay, you made a mistake. You do it twice, several times, then it's no more a mistake. You're foolish. So 1 time, 2 times is enough for you to learn a lesson. If you are being reflective and not only pointing fingers. Because what happens when we are blaming and pointing fingers, we completely leave out ourselves. We completely exclude any opportunity for growth, development, and self-awareness, because our focus is on the other person, and it's never on the solution. Our focus is on blaming, is on cursing, is on bringing down, is on explaining ourselves, is on making excuses. So I want you to think about this. What happened in your first relationship that didn't go well? Write down. What could you have done? Put everything on you. Because remember, yes, you may say 2 people, and it's 2 in the relationship. Even when you are working in life, you never work in isolation. In your career that you are thriving and succeeding, you are not in isolation. In your business, you are not in isolation. You have business, clients, and all of that. Your relationships with them matter. It will bring you businesses, and it will give you the opportunity to retain those customers so you may make profit at the long run. So it's not on you alone. If you have great customer service, you value the people. It's not about what you give them, but it's about the people, because they are humans who bring us business. They are humans who make our businesses thrive, our career thrive, the humans we relate with, that we solve their problems, and we are promoted, we are celebrated, we are acknowledged, and so on and so forth. And we are recognized as experts in solving this and that problem. And a human now takes us, grants us promotion, or gets our services and pay for them at high rates, because the belief is so valuable, and it brings them tremendous solution that they cannot necessarily bring for themselves. So I want you to focus on yourself. What could you have done better? What else could you have done in that relationship that failed? In that marriage that failed? Was there anything you could have done? For some of you, the answer is like just nothing. But I don't want you to blame the others. Let's look at why nothing. Why is it that there is nothing I could have been able to do to fix this relationship? I know my wonderful women, they're like, oh, because they're terrible, they've made up their mind, they are cheats, they love someone else, so it doesn't depend on me. No matter what I do, they don't recognize me, they recognize someone else. I'm not worthy, I'm not valuable. Good enough. Fair enough. Now my question to you. You now know this, you must learn. You cannot jump into the next relationship like it's the next car that's waiting, the next boss that you're waiting to jump into. You've just come out from one relationship. 3 months is not enough, okay? Because 3 months is not enough to build yourself, to develop yourself and become unshakable and reliable. That you can rely on yourself and trust yourself and your judgment. Don't jump into the next relationship like you are standing in a bus station or a bus stop or a train station waiting for the next train to jump in. Where are you going to? Where are you heading to? That you have no clue. Because beloved, you make the same mistakes. You can't keep blaming others. Pause now to understand myself. Okay, I found myself with this man. He wouldn't acknowledge me. Nothing. If we paid attention enough, a man doesn't just change overnight. We said they have changed. No. They are revealing what they had always revealed in very subtle ways. But even before, in the very most authentic ways, but we're so blinded because we're carried away by our feelings. We are obsessed. We are blindly in love. We don't see. We close our eyes and refuse to see. When friends show us the red marks, the flags, we are like, no, he's different. Because we intentionally refuse to see. No one comes and changes. We are revealed. Ourselves, our essence or part of our nature is revealed in every given situation. Under pressure, I will reveal what is in me that has never been revealed in the world before. Take, for example, I'm a bottle of water. You put so much pressure in me or you burst me open. That water has been trapped in there all day, all years, for how long I've lived. But maybe I've been afraid to release it because I thought people will not see me as worthy enough. People will make fun of me. People will not accept me. So that pressure comes to reveal what is within you. Pressure never creates something new. Pressure reveals, pressure transforms. From crude diamond to the finished refined diamond, transformation, it becoming all that it was created to be, the highest version of itself. From that gold that is impure, that high fire, furnace, brings out the purity, revelation, there is transformation from the crude gold, oil, and whatever, to the perfect, finished, refined, and pure gold that we can use and is so worthy and valuable. So pressure reveals who you are. I want you to sit back if you've gone through a terrible relationship and reflect. How was I in this relationship? What made me accept the things that I accepted in this relationship? What made me become a doormat that everyone and anyone could step on me and walk on me? What made me become so complacent or so low, so with low self-esteem that I did not even know my worth, and I allowed people to treat me like trash? I allowed that man to abuse me and I just stayed there. There is no justification if someone does not see your worth and value. You cannot justify, except, like I said, you choose to be their mother. You choose to mother them. But you need to know better to be able to mother someone, because you have to teach them knowledge. So you need to be able to teach them who you are, your true worth and value. If you don't know this, then you cannot be a teacher. If you've got no knowledge, you cannot pretend to be a teacher in a classroom, because it will only be a matter of time before the students know that you are not even better than them. You are not capable of teaching. And then again, they make fun of you. They don't want to listen to you. And you say, oh, everybody's ignoring me. Everybody's just, isolating me. Everybody thinks I'm trash. No, but because you don't have what you are presenting out there, you need to pause and work on yourself. What is it in me? Do I truly know who I am? Do I truly know my worth, my values? That when I step into a relationship, I place that on the table. This is what I'm bringing to offer. And this is the vision. You've got to have a clear vision. What does a successful marriage mean to you? And like I said, success is governed by principle. To the abuser, it may mean I dominate my wife. I'm ruling. It's my power or nothing else. It's my opinion or nothing else. But that's not success. Because success comes with fulfillment, rest, inner peace. You will see the relationship glow. You will see you're happy. You cherish one another's company. You want to be together. That's evidence of success. Success cannot be hidden. You cannot light a light, and hide it. You cannot build a city upon a hill and expect to hide it. It will be revealed to the world. That's how thriving relationships are, successful relationships are. It's like the light. You cannot say I'm the light and then you say, oh, my light does not shine because of this, that, or I hide my light. You cannot understand there is a principle that says every light. You are the light of the world. Go and shine, because lights do shine. Lights overtake darkness. Lights are not afraid of darkness. Lights do not blame darkness. Lights know they have the power to overtake where there is darkness, to rule where there is darkness. So what's your ultimate vision? You need to, if you've left a broken relationship, where you lived in a relationship that you were unhappy, you were unfulfilled, you were abused, you were battered, you never experienced true fulfillment and joy in that relationship, you've got to pause and ask yourself this question before you step into the next wagon, into the next man, and start labeling 10 different men in your life. I see some women who say they are this, it pains me. You can't tell me you're a relationship coach. You can't tell me you're enabling people to live their best life, and you cannot even manage your own relationship with yourself. I'm sorry. You cannot even manage a relationship with a partner. I am sorry. If you are that, you will understand that, hey, like I said, there are some people, they are not just my type. We don't have the same values. We are not on the same energy. I either choose, I want to come and mentor them. If I'm your mentor, I'm ready to take all nonsense from you, because I know I'm there to nurture, guide you. I know you have less experience than me. I know I've got to train you. So it's okay, I'm not expecting anything reciprocal from you. So woman, you've got to clearly know what success is. And it cannot be objective. Everyone who is successful in life is evident. Success speaks for itself. Success shows in its every ramification. Success is not about having 10 cars. You can be so unhappy and so unfulfilled in 10 cars. Success is not about having, because people have different preferences. Success is not about throwing the largest party. I'm the kind of person, I love family. I love my family, extended, my spouse, my children, my direct family, friends. I love family. I love being with my family. I'm the kind of person where if you tell me some of my special moments, like a special birthday, I could just say I want to be with my husband, my family, my loved ones, small, intimate, powerful. That I'm the kind of person. It's not lavishing, throwing parties are the people that will say all sorts of terrible things about you. You come there and it's just showing. That's not me. Because I know who I am. I know what I value the most. So it's not about how much of this you have. Some people just love to wear their t-shirts. So it's not like the person who wears the Versace suit brand that is successful. Absolutely no. Are you fulfilled with your life? Are you having true inner peace and rest? Are you thriving? If you were to turn back the hands of time and you were asked, would you live this same path again? Would you, without the blink of an eye, say yes? If you were to turn back the hands of time, or you were to live this life and come back a second time, would you marry this husband again despite all the ups and downs? I will tell you, despite all the ups and downs I've gone with my husband, I don't think there's any better husband out there for me. It's my one and only, my darling husband. Hey, sweetie pie, can you hear me? Hey, my sweetie pie, I'm blowing your trumpet here. If I had to come back a second time in this life, despite all my challenges with you, I would choose you 10 million times to be my husband.
Me too.
Oh, wow. He says he too. He would choose me 10 million times despite my naughtiness and everything. That's it. That's it. Because I know, yes, we have worked together. I know the challenges we're there to build and shape us to become better. We don't quit when we get challenges in our relationships. We don't quit just like we don't quit when we get challenges in our businesses. We must be solution focused, but without vision, there is no discipline. Without vision, we'll go astray. Without you having clearly in mind what a healthy, thriving relationship means to you, then you have no point of guidance that you can tell when you are moving away from it that, sweetheart, you know what? We are not moving towards that ideal. This is not how a power couple has to be. We cannot be doing this. We are moving away. So you may now make adjustments. You may now pause and say, how can we improve? What can we do better to ensure that we go back on that track so we can fulfill that vision of an incredible, successful and thriving marriage? So my beloved, it's the same. If you're that woman blaming one person to the other, don't just jump into the next relationship. You need to go and study the patterns. What do? A lot of women think getting married means you're a boss in your office, you're a boss at home. You cannot be. You cannot be in control of everything and every situation. And that's why the men will leave. Unfortunately, some successful women think, oh, because I am the CEO of my company, I give instructions at my home. Maybe you earn the most more than your husband and you think, no man, no relationship is like that. Like I said, 2 is better than 1. No matter how gifted you are, your partner too has gifts and strengths. Bless you, my darling, and values. When you recognize that, you two are better than you alone. You must acknowledge their worth and value that they bring in the relationship as well. You cannot come and say, because I bring the most, I'm the one working. Then, my beloved, you will move from one boyfriend to the other. Men will just want your money, but they don't love you. And once they have that, maybe they are cheating on you with some other woman that they love. They love their character because they have that wonderful grounded personality. They are confident. They are unshakable. How many women have seen them change their hair because a man said, oh, you look better this way, to please a man? How many go to the gym not because they really want to experience a healthy and thriving body? I tell my husband, when I'm healthy, I'm fit, I'm sound, it benefits me the most, but it benefits you as well. Because then I thrive in my relationship. I have a healthy relationship with you. We can play, we can live longer, I can cook healthy food. My family can benefit from me being healthy. I don't do it to please my husband or please anybody. How many of you do things to please people? And then when they are done, because there was someone else who will always be thinner than you, smarter than you, super more beautiful than you, with a perfect hairstyle than you. And if that's the reason they wanted to stay with you, when they've seen someone else with that, they're gonna leave. Values are intrinsic and not often, materialistic or externally. Values drive, in fact, what you go after, what you pursue in life. Your vision, the things you spend so much time, the things you prioritize, it's not the other way around. The things you prioritize do not determine. But even though, if you show me the things, some people don't know their values, okay? We don't know your values until you start taking action. So if you show me the things you do and prioritize, it's very evident that I can tell you what you value. You keep smoking, you keep drinking, your health is at stake. You don't value health and well-being. You can tell me you value your health and well-being. You absolutely cannot. It's just lip service. But the way action, it proves, speaks more than 1,000 words. So what is it you need to make amends on? Pause and reflect on yourself. Why do you keep making these errors? Why do you have to have 10 boyfriends? You are an adult, you're over 50. You shouldn't even be talking of boyfriends at this stage. Fiancé, companions, life partner, because you must have gained a lot of experiences. You might have lived and learned. If you did not learn from the other ones, then there was a problem with you and never with the people. Why do you keep making the same mistakes? It's like you know that someone is trash. Okay, they are not worthy. Yet every single time you go choose that trash again, the trash has left your life. Leave them to go. You go back to that bin and choose a new trash and bring it to your home. They will start complaining. Oh, I didn't realize it. There are no excuse. In business, you must be vigilant. In your career, You cannot say, I didn't realize. When you take exams, when you're going for a business deal, you need to pay attention. You need to study what you're going for. You need to study your opponent. You need to study the business owner, the client, what they need, understand their needs so you may be able to solve their problems. There is no ignoring. You will pay. Ignorance will cost you your relationships and your life. You cannot make an excuse. Me making an excuse saying, I didn't know this, is no different from being ignorant. Okay, that's still being ignorant. It doesn't deny the fact that I'm ignorant and I need to pay the consequences of that. Your ignorance will cost you every relationship you step into. You can't simply say, I didn't know. I didn't pick up. People must have warned you. And if you're not aware, then because you do not know yourself well enough. You need to pause and study yourself. A relationship, if you're in a romantic relationship, you are not the boss. I've shared well in my previous video, it's teamwork. It's like having a football field. The defender cannot be the striker. The goalkeeper cannot be the striker. Or, everybody has their roles. Clearly, for the team to succeed, if everybody maintains their role, their position, they're going to thrive. If the goalkeeper has to leave the pole when they're coming to score and it's elsewhere, the pole will be exposed, will be uncovered. And of course, the opponent will win. You will be defeated. If you're in a relationship as well, you don't stay in your position, the enemy, the devil, the cracks in your relationships will come through you. It's no excuse to say, I didn't know. Not knowing is not good enough. You are ignorant. Gain knowledge, gain understanding, be enlightened. Listen to this video, challenge yourself and go read. My husband and myself are working on a book on the Power Couple Success Blueprint. We are constantly working on improving ourselves. Like I said, no one has monopoly of knowledge. And honestly, if you've known it all in life, then you've stopped living. You have to constantly learn. There is so much more we have to uncover in life. We have just a glimpse of everything that's out there. We can never know it all. Only God knows it all. So you should never, never stop your hunger for learning, for knowledge. Crave it, desire it, and go for it so you know more about yourself and you can make the right choices when it comes to your relationship. Don't just look at people because they're handsome, they're tall. No. Relationship goes beyond the external. There are so many tall and handsome people out there. Why choose him? And it comes with a huge load of, burden that you can handle, and then you move to the next. You must treat your relationship the same way you treat your business. Set clear goals. Have a vision. Every single day, you must work on achieving that goals, taking you closer to your vision for that successful and healthy marriage. You cannot be making excuses. You're present in your business for you to succeed. You give time to learn, to go to meetings. You must dedicate time in your relationship with your spouse. You cannot be out there always. You're never spending time with them. They'll find someone, because we have mutual relationship, romantic relationship, because we want to spend time and cherish one another's company. If you are not there, then maybe your relationship with that person is a different one, and they will go elsewhere and look for a romantic relationship because you are not. Maybe it's a transactional relationship. And so when you're back and ready for that transaction business, they will have a business transaction with you. And unfortunately, when you're gone again, they are gone. And then you now become angry. He's cheating on me. And you actually say, I'm breaking up with him. The next again, the same patterns. You are not there. You can eat your cake and have it. You need to invest the time. You need to invest your presence. You need to give your best. Only your best. You cannot withhold. Part of you, bring your all, your very best to that relationship. And your goal should be one. Anybody who wants to succeed in life, their goal is one: success. By every means, ambition means I'm giving my all. I'll do anything and everything to achieve success at all costs. If I don't have the resources, the strength, I will go learn, I will go ask, I will go seek, I will go knock and get those who can help me leverage the strengths and gifts of others that I don't have to achieve that success. If we actually get into a relationship, marriages in the same way with our children, we're going to thrive. I'm going to succeed in this marriage. There is no divorce. It's absolutely in existence. We're going to work this out. We're going to succeed because I'm a successful woman. I succeed wherever I go, whatever I touch thrives and succeed. And you will share, not bringing your husband down or your spouse down, but sharing with them and allowing them the space to grow and being there to encourage and support them and staying unwavering in your conviction. If it means giving them the time to grow and you are ready, you give them that time while you support them. Pray for them and see the best in them. God bless you. You've been listening to the wonderful Dr. Sylvia Likambi and the Transformation Podcast, hosted by my wonderful self, a leading empowerment and transformation authority. It brings you life-changing and transformational content on personal development, health and well-being, relationships, career development, business, if you're a business entrepreneurship, and finally leadership, so that you may be equipped with all the tools, resources, blueprints, and principles that you need to thrive and succeed in every area in your life, living a purposeful and a fulfilling life. And I'm your host, Dr. Sylvia Likambi. Again, just to round up as I come to a close, why do women seem to succeed in their careers, in their businesses, and yet fail in their relationships, maybe with their children and their partners? Today, I've looked at romantic relationships specifically. We need to invest the same energy. We need to have a clear vision. We need to work on ourselves, because it takes you in those relationships to make it succeed. The other person is coming with their full, potential as well. If you've had 10 relationships that have failed, you're the common denominator, like I said. You can't keep blaming 10 humans on this planet that the problem is, they have a problem. And when you keep blaming them, it means that you're not ready to change. You're waiting for them to come and change you, but they have gone. They've left you before you can change your life. And also, when you quit from a relationship, don't just jump into the next one as if you're on a bus station waiting for the next bus to pass and you jump into. It's an opportunity for you to pause and reflect what you did that didn't go well in this relationship, what you could have improved, what you could have done better if given another chance, or that you can lead or take into the next relationship that you're going to build. And also, I want you to remember that you cannot blame people for pressuring you for doing that. Some people say, you abuse a woman, it will only make you to say enough of this. I realized my what, I'm going to walk away. It doesn't bring anything in you that's not from you. Anything that's revealed in you during pressure is what has been stored in you, but you're not aware. Pressures do not create something new. They reveal what is already in us. You become bitter, you become resentful, you become abusive. You had that tendency within you. It's just that it had to be, open up. Someone had to take off the vessel, the bottle, the lock that has been putting this on check, and you've been giving a different facade out there to people, or you've been afraid. There's gotten to the time where you've been pressured and pierced that it comes out. You cannot blame people for being abusive. We cannot change others. The only person I can ever change is myself. I inspire you to know the truth so you can work on your journey and change yourself to become the best version of yourself. But I can only change myself. And with each new day, I yearn to learn and become better and grow and get more knowledge so I become the best version of myself and serve you in my full potential. I'm sharing this with you. Like I said, I've been married for, how many years have I been with my husband now? We've been together since 1996. Almost 30 years. How many years is that from 96? Yeah, almost 30 years. And we've been married from 19 great years, 20 years now. I've been together with my husband, so I definitely qualify to say this. We've had challenges. It's only made us stronger, more powerful. I love him. He's my one and only darling husband. He loves me. We love one another. We value one another. There are mistakes, but we have clear-cut goals and vision for our relationship. When it comes to this, no, honey, this is not acceptable. I'm sorry, I've done this. Apologize, you must be humble. He is sorry, apologizes. Sometimes you may not even say if actions speak louder than word. His actions will show me that he's truly sorry for what he's done. And we must be open to forgive. You cannot be just hard. Women, some of you have become rigid and so hard. You must change yourself if you need to get into a loving relationship. Perfect love casts out all fear. Love is not rigid. Love is not unforgiving. Love does not carry revenge and vengeance. If you are that way, you are not ready for love. You don't have love. You will meet people as well. You attract the same energy. Who are resentful, who are bitter, and you'll be fighting each other. You wonder why after a short time that relationship breaks again. You step into the next, the same, because you attract the same energy, the same people. You don't even know clearly what you want because you're so bitter and resentful. You see everyone through the lens of your ex. Come on, let go. Your ex is no longer in your life. Stop carrying him along. Stop allowing him to live consistently in your life. When he's moved on, move on. Be confident in your identity, who you are. Work on yourself, develop yourself, and have the best relationship with yourself. And you'll see how worthy you are. And your market value, your value out there to the world becomes so priceless. And everybody wants you. Everybody knows that, again, when I have a relationship with you. Whatever relationship, be it a mentor, mentee, mentor, mother, child, you're going to thrive. Colleagues, God bless you. And please do subscribe, share this video to help someone. I love you and God bless. Thank you.